Mrs. Epanchin forces Kolya to read the newspaper article before the whole company. It viciously mocks Mishkin's illness, slanders his father and Pavlichev, and presents his fortune as blind luck wasted on an idiot. But the attack backfires, the room is humiliated, the Bodovsky party is embarrassed by its own weapon, Hippolyte distances himself from it, and Kolya hides his face in shame. Lebedev's nephew admits the claim is not legal, but insists it is binding under natural law, the law of conscience. He demands justice, not charity, right, not pity. Mishkin recognizes the force of the argument and says Doktorenko is partly right, but also senses that something essential is missing. Instead of defending himself strategically, Mishkin openly declares that he intended to give Bodovsky 10,000 rubles. He corrects the article's lies, explains his suspicions of Chebarov, and speaks frankly about his sympathy for Bodovsky. But he goes too far, comparing Bodovsky's condition to his own past illness, in public, before witnesses. He means to clarify everything. Instead, he humiliates while trying to help. Mishkin reveals Gania's discovery. Bodovsky is not Pavlichev's son, and the claim has been built on Chebarov's fraud. The delegation is stunned. Yet Mishkin separates Bodovsky from the deception, calls him a victim, and insists he will still give the money in Pavlichev's memory. Once he sits down, Mishkin is overwhelmed by shame. He reproaches himself for speaking too openly, for offering money publicly, and for humiliating Bodovsky while trying to help. The scene ends not in victory, but in self-judgment. I am an idiot, an absolute idiot. The article is meant to humiliate Mishkin, but once read aloud, it humiliates everyone. Dostoevsky shows how public accusation escapes the control of those who use it. Slander does not strike cleanly. It contaminates the whole room. Doktorenko's argument has real force. Conscience can demand what law cannot, but the delegation undermines its own moral position by pairing justice with public pressure and humiliation. They appeal to conscience while using shame as a weapon. Mishkin's offer becomes most radical after the claim collapses. He gives not because Burdovsky has proved his right, but because his gratitude to Pavlichev remains real. This is either pure generosity or dangerous impracticality, and Dostoevsky refuses to make the answer simple. Mishkin is factually right, but morally clumsy. His compassion exposes Bodovsky in public and turns help into humiliation. The chapter shows one of Dostoevsky's hardest truths. Goodness is not automatically tact, and pity can injure the person it means to save. Both Mishkin and Bodovsky are innocent in different ways. One is open and unguarded, the other deceived and indignant. But they do not recognize each other. Each is baffled by the other's way of not understanding. And the result is not sympathy, but distance.